Good morning, everybody, in the town of Winston, Connecticut. Today is going to be a sunny day here in the town of Winston, Connecticut. It is going up to 55 degrees. I wanted to come on here to sing you The Wheels on the Bus Goes Round and Round because my daughter, she likes that song, so I'm going to sing it for you all.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The horn of the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn of the bus goes beep, 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 all through the town. The money of the bus goes clink, 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 clink. The money of the bus goes clink, 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 all through the town.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, you can hear me. Guys, welcome to the greatest show on YouTube, the greatest show in the world, the most truthful, the most amazing. Me. Yep. Looking for every in and out, every way to get home as fast as possible. I gotta collect some spare change together, put it together, and pay for my parking this week. I mean, I'm very lucky that I'm getting paid on Friday. Tomorrow's Thursday. I got to go one day without eating, and I will be fine. One day without eating, guys, I will be fine. Yep. Not a big deal. Oh, actually, wait a second. Isn't tonight food pantry night? Oh, guys, tonight is food pantry night, I believe. Or it's tomorrow. Fuck. It's tonight. Can't wait to eat all that food pantry food. I'll be filled to the brim with food pantry food tonight. Oh my God. So guys, this is what we're trying to do every weekend, because for some strange reason Michelle Marie Delaney doesn't get it. Okay. Michelle, I'm going to drop you the link. If you want to come up here, you can come up here. We could talk about it. Here's the link. So basically, every weekend, Michelle wants me to go out there to Winston and pick her up and go do something. The thing is, guys, I can't do that. I can't. The reason being is because of the funds. The money is just not there, guys. Okay? It's just not. And at the end of the day, it's costing me mucho money. And I've tallied up how much money it's cost me to help Michelle out. Okay, it has cost me, no joke, around $500 to provide all that entertainment and all that awesomeness that is the Michelle Marie Delaney show. Okay, $500 out of my own pocket, guys. Just remember that. This is what I'm dealing with. And I'm not begging anyone for money. I'm just telling you what the situation is. This is the situation. So I can instead go live from New York and have Michelle Marie Delaney on panel or vice versa. And Michelle Marie Delaney can live stream with me, and we can go to all the sites and she can talk about them and whatever. I know it's not the same. And Michelle, I'm sorry. Okay, Michelle, if I had more money, I would be there every day. You know what I mean? Be helping you out, and we're gonna get you there, Michelle. I promise you. One day, eventually, someone's gonna take notice, Michelle. Someone's gonna take notice. But you know who we don't want to take notice is people like Melton John. Melton John should not be noticed at all over here. Melton John should not be recognized. Either should Bergs or Anderson Henderson. We don't want any of those clowns ruining the positive roller coaster that we're on. The positive train ride. So right now we're going to head up on 10th Avenue. I got to go the fuck home. I got to scrounge up all my change and then hit the Coinstar. Yep. Hit the Coinstar. I'm going to go get some tobacco tonight. Start rolling my cigarettes. Start realizing that cigarettes basically is what I buy every day, and I don't need to buy them every day. I can just fucking roll my own for like half the price. Hopefully the price of tobacco hasn't skyrocketed like everything else. And the price of tubes. Some other shit. What's up, Blondie? Pig. Nice. Guys, I'm still trying to get Seasons, Bianca Dupree, to okay this blow bang that's coming up in this summer. We're gonna rent a sleazy motel and we're gonna get some dudes involved. Yep. Hey, what's up, Tony? Tony, did you get my message? By any chance? I mean, I don't want to talk about it publicly, but did you get that? And it was so weird you were talking about that, and I just so happened to be on that channel and took that screenshot. So, you know, I don't know. Tony, like I said, man, like I'm afraid to tell anyone anything, you know. They just they twist this shit and they use it, and I don't know who the fuck these people are. You know. And I'm all for people, like, you know, teasing and poking and prodding and whatever, you know. But when it comes to that and then something bad happens, I have nothing, you know what I mean? Yeah. So right now, guys, we're on 10th Avenue, heading home. I got to scrounge some change because I'm technically broke. I spent $48 in parking. I put $20 in my tank. That was a 60 something, almost $70. Oh, plus I had lunch. All right. So basically that cost me like $80 today. $80. You know what I mean? So for me to scrounge up, you know, $50 to go drive out to see Michelle, and then, you know, we got to go out to lunch, we got to go here, we got to go there. It's not cheap, guys. Yeah. So is there another way we can do it? Yeah, I think there is. I think Michelle can probably get involved with StreamYards, maybe go live, maybe bring us up on panel. She could have special guests, etc. Michelle, I really need you to stay away from certain people. Okay, I really need you to stay focused on track. Only give the StreamYard link to people that you want up there, Michelle. You know, and we can have the clips. You can have whatever you want on StreamYards. We can get the fans to pay for StreamYards. If they like it that much, Michelle, get them to pay for it. Yeah, Tony, $48. $48. And that's nothing. That is nothing compared to the time I was on the Upper West Side or East Side. I forgot. Anyway, I was up there. They charged me $90-something to park my truck one day. 90. I'm not made of money, man. I mean, I work for my money, and unfortunately, my money goes like out the door to pay for the house, to pay for all the fucking bills, to pay the fucking state off. Now I got to pay the fucking federal government off. It's like, what the fuck, man? Price of gas has skyrocketed once again. Nothing's cheap, man. Like, and I don't even think things were cheap when I was buying them. It's just that I could afford to buy them. You know what I mean? the price of everything was kind of ridiculous to begin with, and now it's just unbearably ridiculous. Like there have been days. I'm going to tell you something right now. There have been days, right, where I have had to take off of work so that I didn't have to fucking pay any more money. That's the truth. And it's sad to admit that. I'm fucking, 43 years old. I got a full-time job. You know what I mean? They don't, this is the other thing. They don't pay me by the hour. I get salary. I get salary to work, to show up every day to get these things accomplished. You accomplish them and you end up fucking spending more money than you make. It's like, what the fuck? And then I gotta go to the company. I gotta say, hey, listen, these are my expenses. I need the money. Okay, we'll write you a check 2 months later. So I gotta sit on that for fucking like 2 months. It sucks. Am I saving a lot? No. Like very little. And this is the thing. I was at one time, okay? At one time, I was like, you know what? I'm okay with not saving as much as I was. Because I had my 401k, I had my Roth. All right. They were always accumulating money. Now, I'm losing money every fucking month. Every quarter I look at my friggin' my statement. I'm losing like $2,000 of fucking, Yeah, dude, I got a Roth and a 401k. I got a 401k Raytheon. That thing's fucking tanking. Just sucks. Never called you back. Yeah, dude. I work with the guy, Tony. I work with this guy, right? They were trying so hard to have a baby. He gets married to this woman, this beautiful woman, man. He's a little bit younger than me, but the woman's smart, the woman's beautiful, attractive. She's got everything going for her. They can't have a kid, right? Something's wrong. So they go to the doctor, they go through all this in vitro shit or whatever. They finally have a fucking baby. They buy a house out in Connecticut, right? The guy's living the dream now. Turns out he's making too much money, and the government wants $10,000 from him. It's like, he told me, he goes, dude, I might as well quit today. If they come after me for 10 grand next year, he goes, I can't afford that. Can't fucking afford that, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, absolutely. Dude, I'm telling you, man, I look at my quarterly earnings on that shit. I'm hemorrhaging money out of those accounts. Hemorrhaging. And that's supposed to be my retirement, dude. That and the sale of the house. That's my retirement. You put your money into savings, it just sits there, dude. It doesn't really. I mean, you might get like a couple bucks a month if you put it into like a fucking CD or something like that. Oh, whatever. I'm not getting anything. I don't know where the hell these people are coming across like you're white, you're privileged or whatever. Dude, I'm not privileged. There's no fucking way. I'm getting fucked just like everyone else. I've been getting fucked like everyone else. I don't have the secrets. There's no secrets being told to me. You got a 401k and a fucking Roth IRA. Everybody knows about that. Which, if I didn't have it, I'd be up shit's creek. I look back at like how much money I've spent in the past, man. From I've been working since I was 15 years old. I've been paying taxes since I was 15 years old. unemployed in my life. I was unemployed when I transitioned from my family business, okay, to the career that I'm in now. Okay. I went on unemployment and I said, you know what? I'm going to take like a couple months off. Didn't even take that long. It took like a month. I had this job because they got to set you up. They got to whatever. Then COVID hits, right? COVID hits us all hard. Dave, we need to see you on the second floor. We got to talk to you. Oh, this is perfect timing, guys. Perfect timing. And I go, okay, what about my severance? Oh, yeah. You'll get your severance. You'll also get COVID relief. Pretty good deal, right? Pretty good deal. Applied for it, got it. About a year later, I get a letter. Oh, no, you owe the state $10,000. We overdrafted you money. I said, where? He said, oh, in the COVID relief. I said, no. I was on unemployment. I was laid off due to the fucking pandemic. I had a friggin' a letter from, at the time it was United Technologies. I sent it to them. Okay, well, you owe us $2,000. I mean, you owe us $7,000 then. It's like, oh, I can't pay you. I might as well just quit my job and collect unemployment again. They go, no, David, you can't do that, because if you do that, if you don't pay us back the money that we accidentally gave you, you can't collect unemployment. Again, I've been paying taxes since I was 15 years. 15. Trading, man. Like, dude, I'm like, you know what? I think about it. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm so happy that in my 20s, life was a breeze, man. Life was a real breeze. I'm so lucky I didn't get addicted to any kind of drug. I didn't turn out to be an alcoholic. I didn't fucking, didn't hurt anybody, nothing. Now I'm 43 years old, and I'm like, dude, this is the worst time for this to happen. I got a bad back. My hair's falling out. I got a girlfriend that will not quit nagging. Yeah, there are no secrets. There are no secrets. Again, all you got to do, guys, is just follow the money. And you know what's crazy? Like when I tell people how much money I have, how much money is in that account, okay? They get so livid. And the thing is, if you had $1 million right now, would you be able to retire? No. That's not how it works. $1 million don't get you shit. $1 million might get you something when you're in your 80s. And you don't know when the fuck you're going to croak next, so you can just take it easy. These people live in La La Land, dude. Hey, Girth, how are you? Criminals have better lives. Well, this is the thing. I look at my life, okay? I really do, and I see what I can afford. I see what I do. And I'm doing the same thing, and I can afford the same things as a person that is living, a low-income person in fucking like Paterson, New Jersey. This is what they don't understand. These people that scream about privilege and this and that. Probably living the same goddamn lifestyle you are. What? I can drive up to Connecticut every once in a while? You can't? Trust me, it's not that great. But I mean, seriously, what am I doing differently than Anderson, Henderson, or Bergs? Or am I just driving a little further? That's it. Everybody's fucking feeling this shit. Everybody, at least I think so. Everybody that I talk to. You know what? I'm going to take off tomorrow. I'm going to take off from work because you know what? Life's getting a little bit stressful right now. I got a dog with fucking nonstop diarrhea. I don't know what the hell's up with him. He's fucking shitting. He's shitting piss or pissing shit. I don't know what the hell, whatever it is, shit and piss. You know, I got a bank account of -0. I got to scrounge up some goddamn change. The only good thing that's going on right now is that I've made contact with Grace Thorpe and her father, Bob, who are, in my opinion, great YouTubers. I know they got some kind of thing going on, but with Nicolina. But hey, Leo,
Hey, what's up?
what's going on?
You sound like you're in a bad mood.
Yeah, I'm in a real bad mood.
No.
I mean, not real bad. I take that back. I've been in worse moods, but it's just it's not. It's just when you like start thinking like nothing's really working out. You ever get those days? It's like you try and you try it, and you're like you get it all set up, and then it doesn't work. It's like, oh man, like, what now? What else? Like now, what am I gonna do? God forbid this dog cost me another fucking $500.
He's still not better?
I haven't seen any blood or anything like that. That's the only thing that's keeping me from actually going to the vet. But he's been like, it's been nonstop.
Do you know if he's lost any weight?
No, I mean, I don't think so. He's eating still, just diarrhea.
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing you got to watch. Like, if it's just at least that's what they told us with our dog. Like, if it's just like a diarrhea, like an infection of flu or something, as long as he doesn't lose weight, he should be all right. As long as there's no blood in the stool. But if you think he's eating and drinking, he'll probably be okay. I hate animal bills.
Yeah, he's running around. But you know what? Like, it's just that one of those that, like, whatever can go wrong will go wrong now. It's the perfect timing for that crap.
Tell me about it. Yeah. I just went through that. I think that's just life, though. We hit our trouble spots. We fight through it, and it makes us stronger, right?
Yeah. I mean, eventually I'll forget about this, and it'll be a new day, and whatever. I'll get through it. But it's just like, wow, there's really nothing that could be done about any of this. Like nothing. Like we got the worst president ever running this country right now. Like the worst. I can't imagine any other president, in history that could have been worse at this possible moment. Maybe Jimmy Carter, but they're saying that Jimmy Carter was even better than this guy. I don't remember. I was too young. But my point is that it's like everything is really, really, really bad right now.
Yeah, I know. Really bad.
Yeah.
My brother was in the hospital, so I was trying to help his family with like food, and I had to take money out of money that I didn't have just to get them stuff, because even these food banks, they'll give you like canned goods, and like they might even give you like hot dogs, but like they don't give you anything like staples. And you know what I mean by staples, like flour, sugar, milk, stuff like that, butter. That's what people need, because then they can make something, but it was just a bad situation, and there's nothing out there to help people like that. And then you get people like, who go and rip off a grocery store just to eat. That's pretty sad that our country has to do that.
Well, it's sad that anyone has to revert to doing that, like going into a store and just taking whatever they need. But
my dad did that when we were growing up.
What do you mean?
He went into, we had this food store. I think it was Eagles. It was either like Eagles or Piggly Wiggly. But when we were really little and he was struggling, he'd go in, he'd load up a shopping cart, and he told the owner, he said, "I will be in next week to pay you, but my family needs food now." And the guy just wrote him a tab.
Yeah. Yeah, people used to do that back then.
That was
You
like
know,
the honor system, yeah.
yeah, but now it's like that stuff doesn't exist.
No, because everybody wants a handout. Everybody wants a handout. Like everyone feels like they deserve something, but they haven't worked any, and put into the system at all. Like how
Well,
I don't understand how they believe that.
everybody's breathing down everyone's neck right now. Ever since when all that stuff happened with COVID, right? And I think we were talking about this morning how these businesses, you're surprised they're still in business. They're barely in business. You know what I mean? They went
Yeah.
through that with how many years? How many years of that pandemic where they were taking a loss?
Like 2 years, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it was a
Yeah, a
small
lot
business.
of places, a lot of businesses. We've got new businesses coming in, but they leave right away.
Great,
The
Gracie, come
economy is
back
just
in,
shit.
Gracie. I just saw you, Gracie. Sorry, I just saw you. Yeah. Anyway, I don't. I feel really bad for people right now. I look at these. I look at these car lots. No, none of the cars are moving. Nobody's in there. No one's buying new cars. Nothing.
No, you don't see anything. You don't even see like sale. Like you used to see ads for like come on down to the dealership this weekend and we have hot dogs, and at least here they do that.
Yeah.
You don't even see anything like that. Like they're not even trying to drum up business. It's crazy.
No. Everybody's hurting. And I saw something on the news. It was like a special on like how bad the economy is, blah blah blah. And as one economist was saying that, hey, listen, the only people with money right now are like these baby boomers. They're dying. They're the next to die off. Once that money's gone, the next generation isn't going to have any kind of wealth whatsoever. Because wealth usually
No, they don't.
comes from people's parents, blah blah blah. They're saying the only people that have it now are these baby boomers, and once they're gone, their kids are going to inherit whatever, and that's about it. No one's really making money. Like a guy like Bergs, right? He inherits that money. Where's that money going to go? It's going to die with him. He's not. The state's going to take that money from him.
Or it's not hard to blow through a lot of money really fast.
Hey,
if you
Grace.
don't know what you're doing.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
things cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
I nearly
like I
didn't
said-
I nearly didn't pop up because I thought, oh, if Noodles is in a mood, do I go up?
Oh, thank you, Gracie.
I was like, oh no, I don't want to go up.
Thank you so much.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You're having a bad
Gra-
day, or is it a bad
Gracie,
week?
how expensive are things now in England? Are they through the roof?
Good question.
Yeah. Well, I have central heating in my house, and it's extortionate. Everything's really, really high. I mean, even just groceries, that's really high. Everything's high, pretty much.
Yeah, like, what the hell is going on?
Well, do you know what I think it is? I think it's partly the Ukraine war as well, because certain things like wheat and things, you can't get much in that, so that's gone up in price. So I think that's partly it. And I think after the COVID stuff, when we had that lockdown, I think
Everybody's trying to recoup. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I think. I mean,
Well, don't forget about all the trucks that went down, all the
Yeah,
trains
that
that have
too.
been derailed, like
yeah.
all the factories that are mysteriously blowing up and starting on fire. Like supply and demand is really bad right now.
You know what's weird? Why aren't they linking this shit to like Antifa and Black Lives Matters? I mean, they had been doing that for 4 years.
I don't know.
4 years in our country, blowing up fucking buildings, fucking setting fire to
Oh.
cities, blah blah blah. How come no one's investigating these people? How come all you hear about in
it's
the news?
government doing it, probably.
Yeah, but in the news, all you hear about are the Proud Boys.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I don't remember the Proud Boys doing anything.
I don't know.
No, this country has gone into complete. I don't get it. And we're on the verge of war with Russia and China. Like, why isn't anybody
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about that?
I don't
Sensitive
think anyone
subject.
cares anymore.
I don't think so either. I think we're all just waiting for that nuke to come.
Yeah, like let's do it.
Honest to God, this is, and I swear to God, this is not a joke, Dave.
No, I know.
My brother
remember.
called me up just 2 days ago, and he says that's it. He lost his job recently. He's really this is another
Oh.
brother,
Right.
and so he's at a really low spot right now. He
That
says to
sucks.
me, he's like, Tina, I swear, I think I'm just gonna leave my family, and I'm gonna be like a bomber, and I'm just gonna go start blowing up
Yeah.
these places. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm
Also-
like, don't you talk like that, you know?
So here's the deal. I remember someone telling me this a while ago. He goes, "There won't be another world war unless things get really bad." And I said, "What do you mean?"
Yeah.
Because this is when I was a teenager. Everyone was talking about there was going to be a world war, blah blah.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, "No, it has to get really bad for that to happen." I'm like, "Well, what's really bad?" And he goes, "Well, think about what happened right before, World War II.
Uh-huh.
People's lives weren't that great.
No.
People didn't mind going to war back then. People were like, well,
Yeah.
there's really nothing else going on here. Might as well
And
fucking go kill a bunch of people
Yeah.
out."
And that's his mindset right now. Like, he's ready to go up against the government, because he thinks like us with the same laws, and he wants to know what the fuck's going on with the world, but he's got some mental illness, and it's like, this is what's going to start happening. Are these people are just going to finally say, fuck it.
Yeah.
People are gonna go mad.
I don't want that. I know there's people out there that want it. They're foaming at their mouths for this. I'm really not. I wish that there's other ways to go about this. This is why I also believe that, people like Abraham Lincoln, they talk about these guys like they were the greatest guys ever. That guy fucking started the Civil War. What? There were presidents before him that stopped it from happening. It didn't happen. Blah blah. This guy was a bad president.
Yeah.
To get the country involved. Yeah, to get the country involved in a civil war. Think about that. No other president's done that ever since. For fucking Abraham Lincoln did.
That's true. Yeah, I don't think Lincoln was a great president. No.
Abe Lincoln. We're having a history lesson now, guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people they want to accredit him with like freeing the slaves, but it wasn't because he was a nice man. He did it for political reasons and wealth.
Yes, exactly.
It had nothing to do with, hey, they're human beings, I want to free them. Like, he did it to make a buck.
I know. They're like monsters. They're just, yeah.
Anyway, all I'm saying is that, I'm not going to blame the government. I'm not going to blame whatever, but I do notice this. Okay, I did notice when I used to work for my family, right? When the gas prices went up, it cost more to fuel up the trucks, which means that the day was more expensive for the business. And at the end of the day, no one gets their garbage picked up for free. So the savings gets passed along somewhere, And it's just a matter of a time before it gets to the fucking the person paying for it. So I'm sorry. Oh my God.
What is gas by you?
I just hit a BMT. I just passed the gas station. Hold on. It's gotta be almost $4 a gallon.
It's $3.50 here. It was almost $4 last week. It's down to $3.50 here.
I know it's gone up where I am, but I haven't.
It's gone up by you too?
Yeah, everything's gone up in price. It's just crazy. Absolutely everything.
How's the COVID epidemic over there? Has it gone like completely quiet, or?
To be honest, I haven't. It's not been in the news, so I haven't kind of followed it lately. But I think I don't know if it's gone, but I don't hear about it as much. So I'm guessing it's getting better. So that's good. That's something else not to worry about.
Sarah, my lower back right now is resting on this friggin' pillow thing that you got me.
Oh, so what is it exactly?
It's a lumbar support. It's a Samsonite lumbar support, and
it's like the pillow, or
Well, yeah, it's got a strap on it, so you strap it behind the seat,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
and it just
Pretty good.
it feels so good. Thank you, Sarah.
Oh,
That's nice.
Yeah,
that's cool.
amazing. And the doctor, I asked the doctor yesterday. I'm like, so you're not planning on marrying Sarah? And he goes, well, I'm not saying that. He goes, I'm not saying that.
Hey guys,
Okay,
I did find the letter, and Sarah, thank you very much for the gifts. Absolutely amazing. I really wasn't expecting that. Neither was the doctor. The doctor wants to thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, sweetheart. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
I've already used one.
yeah. And again, guys, the people that do support this channel and me and everything, I truly appreciate it. But I'm not. We're not going to marry you, right? You're not going to get involved with Sarah.
I can't say that.
Oh. All right, Sarah. Thank you.
He's so great.
Oh,
What did Sarah get him? He said he already used
Yeah.
one.
So he buys these graphite picks, right? He loves these graphite
Oh.
picks,
oh,
and
that's cool.
yeah, Sarah got him a whole fucking bag of them.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he keeps one of those picks. He's got a pick carrier
See,
on his
That's
feet.
a woman. That's a keeper. Her
Yeah,
husband better
exactly.
treat her
Yep,
because she
they-
pays attention to
Yep.
details.
Oh yeah.
That's what it's about.
Well, I mean, if you ask her husband will probably be like, "Oh, you can't get Sarah to suck a dick for fucking."
Oh,
anything.
she's married.
I don't know.
Well,
I
you
think
don't
Sarah
care.
can suck a dick.
Hey, I'd be pretty. If I was a wife, I'd be pretty laid back. I'd just be like, yeah, do whatever you want, so long as you're happy.
Oh, well, you've never been a wife. No, you've been a wife, right?
No.
Oh, you've never been a
no,
wife. That's-
No.
She only
I was
been a
I was a
lover.
wife for
She's been a
20
lover.
years. It
I've
hardens you.
never been married. Sensitive topic that, because when you get to 43 and you're not married, people think.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think it's better to wait. If that's
Well-
something you really want to do, I think it's better to wait.
I wouldn't
For
call
a
it
marriage.
waiting, Leo. I wouldn't call it waiting. I call it not happening. Well,
Well, it's just a gimmick. It's just a racket anyway. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
then the women get screwed in the end because we're the ones that have to change everything.
Yeah.
You got to
true.
change your name on everything, and
Yeah.
Yeah, I
there is that.
never understood that. Like, why,
Mhm.
I mean, this is the thing. There was this guy, I forget who the fuck it was. I don't know if it was. Anyway, someone was saying, like, I wonder if women would get married, right?
No.
If they would still get involved in marriage, if the rules were you leave with what you came with. You're
Oh,
not
no,
taking
no.
anything else. You're gonna leave what you came with. Would you get married?
I've heard that before now.
Would you sacrifice?
I would. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't, and that's not a partnership. Like if you enter into something and then like expect to take away stuff that you never contributed to, I don't think that's fair. I really don't think that's fair.
A lot of
But-
women would say, "Well, you know what? I basically put my life on hold so I could raise our children and we could, have a family, blah blah blah." But then I think of it, I'm like, well, something happened. All right, I don't know what it is. Something happened, and whatever it was a cause for you to step away from it. So, what is it worth it? I don't know. I mean, is it worth it to?
Well, but as you're saying, like if a woman has been chosen to be like a stay-at-home mom, that's her contribution to the marriage. So that's where I
Yeah,
think
I
it gets
agree with that.
tricky, because she is definitely, raising children and taking care of a home is
That's
hard work.
That's I mean,
Like I
understand-
would trade
yeah.
going to work from
Yeah.
10 to 10 over, having to raise children.
It is
Okay.
hard, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay,
I've heard
so-
of- yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't know what is worth getting a divorce over. I really don't know. I don't know where I draw. I've never been married. I don't know what it's like to be married.
Same.
I don't. Okay.
I would have
For
never gotten divorced. And if to this day, if I would have thought that he could have turned around, I'd still be married to him.
Yeah.
Because I didn't, like I said, I take relationships very seriously, and I got
Me
married.
too.
It took me 13 years to walk down the aisle with that man. I thought that was
Really?
it.
Oh, wow.
This was the end all to be all. I thought that
Mhm.
we're going to be together for the rest of our life, take care of each
Yeah.
other. But when drugs enters and mental illness enters that relationship, you got to say it's either him or me. And
Right.
that's what led me to say, I have a child to think about. I can't think about him anymore. So
Right.
that's
Yeah.
why I got divorced.
let me ask you a
Okay.
question on your wedding night, right? Like, look back at when you were like an adolescent and you thought you were going to get married, like, and you thought about your wedding night. Like, what did you think your wedding night was going to be like versus what it actually was?
Oh my God. I
There's
think
a
when I was
question.
younger, yeah, you want to go first, Grace? Oh, Grace, you've never
No,
been
no,
married.
no. I'll
Um,
skip that
I
one.
thought, like, when I was younger, I thought my wedding night was going to be just like the movies. Like, they carry you
Yeah.
over the threshold, you got the flowers, the romance, It was nothing
Yeah.
like that. I got so fucking wasted. I almost drowned in the hot tub and I passed out on the bed. That was my wedding night.
Wow.
That's reality.
But
Oh,
we've already been together for 13 years. So it wasn't like,
oh,
we've
yeah.
already consummated like so many times.
Yeah.
Do you know?
My-
Do you know
my
the
favorite.
average woman in a relationship has sex over 150 times a year?
I can imagine that.
I mean, I was thinking about that, and I was like, "Whoa, that's really low."
Yeah.
There's 365 days in a year, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And she's only fucking 150 days out of that year.
She got a bum deal.
Well,
Well, you think they got to factor in their periods and, all that
yeah,
stuff.
there is that issue
Yeah.
as well.
all right, how about sexual activity? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, you're not if you're on your period and you're not blowing me,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, and I gotta have it every day, like
Yeah.
every day.
I do.
Well, who's taking care of you right now? I want to know.
No, but you know what I mean. Like I need it every day. If it's not going to happen every day, I'm not. This isn't going to work out.
Well, so you do say, and I'm going to say I believe you. That's how you are. You're not tired of it. Like you need
No.
that
No,
release every day.
All right, so
I think
this is
I
all right.
would.
This is how it works. I'm going to be completely honest with you, right?
Yeah.
I do my business, right? I'm fine. I forget about it. Then something hits me, and I'm like, let's go at it again. This is all in one day.
There you
All
go,
right.
guys.
This is all in one day. This isn't like, a day later or whatever. This is in one day. I could go at it like 3 or 4 times a day.
Wow, you stallion.
Yeah.
I don't think you should ever get on. Are you still thinking about getting on that testosterone or something? Because I don't think
yeah.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
Maybe not.
you're gonna be humping your dogs.
They're going to be running away from you, Noodles.
No.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, see, I
I can't believe you have that much of a drive.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I've been like this forever.
And you're 40.
I know you've said it. Yeah, I know
listen,
you said
this
it,
is
but
the
I thought it was a
You know
joke.
what? You know what I realized about myself that other guys don't have. I don't have like droopy nuts. Like my nuts are like always like ready for action. Like
Yeah.
they're always like,
Yeah.
you know what I
my
mean?
ex-husband had my brother called them old man nuts.
Yeah, I don't have those. I think that's why I'm still like this. You know,
Nice.
very tight
Old
down
man
there.
ones.
Not tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not
I
old
don't know.
man ones.
I don't know. I don't know. Is that what it means, guys? Like if you got droopy nuts, you have less of a
Well,
sex
I do know this that your testicles regulate its own heat. So if you're it wants to like so your sperm doesn't die or whatever. And anyway,
Yeah.
this is what I noticed. I'm never droopy. They're never flopping all over the place. They're never flopping.
Basically, you don't
Yeah.
need Viagra. You don't need Viagra.
I really think that I'm gonna stay potent till the day I die.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
And that's my new thing. I'm trying to get girls
Yeah.
to smell my sperm. I don't know if you know that whole thing about DNA.
Oh,
Trying to get her to
yeah. Who is DNA? I keep hearing that name, and I'm like, who the hell
She's
is
a piece
that?
of
Oh,
trash
God.
who's fucking around with Slingshot Warrior now. It's you know what I don't really care who Slingshot talks to, but if you're telling this guy to go take a gun and go walk around fucking his town and move out of
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, dude,
That's
come on,
not good. Yeah. No. Yeah.
burn the Maryland flag. That's a great idea.
Yeah. They really appreciate that. The people of Maryland.
You think it's DNA? Like I could see zombies doing that because zombies.
Yeah.
I've caught zombies doing shit like that. The Slingshot.
Yeah, it's both of them. It's both of them,
It's
Leo.
gotta
I'm
be.
telling you.
It's gonna be.
You think DNA is just his friend that just pops up every once in a while? No.
No,
And it's this
probably
guy
not.
Nomad Deluxe, and I guarantee you that is either DNA or fucking zombies. Nomad Deluxe.
DNA and zombies. That's cool. And there's my boring name.
Krista, if you were married to me, you would have to. You would have to. You'd have no choice. And think of it this way: could you imagine back in the day when they had sex slaves? Could you imagine if you were my sex slave? Oh my God!
Talk about sex slave. It'll be like.
Oh my! You would be
24/7.
worn the fuck out, overbred. Oh my God!
Yeah, you need like a young. I don't know if women like. Well, I don't know. They say women
20-year-old.
hit their peak in their 40s.
Oh, thanks, Leo.
Listen,
Well, they do, isn't
I've had young chicks. Like I was young once. Like I used to have young chicks, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. They couldn't keep up with me.
I was gonna.
It's too much.
I was just about to say
Really?
that because.
So how
They're
is
always they were always
How is
sore down there.
Yeah.
how
you'd
is your
think that-
girlfriend with this
Wow.
situation? Like, is
The
she?
one girlfriend I had, I'm not gonna say which one. She was very good. She was very good with it, and it was like kind of like, okay, well, I'm just gonna let you I'm gonna let you know that I'm not really into it, but you can do whatever you want. Just whatever. And she was the best. And it would be like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and we'd go do stuff.
Why did you?
You know?
Why did you? What happened to that then? Did she leave you or? I won't.
Yeah, they're
ask
all
you then.
crazy, Grace. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. They're all.
I won't ask.
Women are crazy. Our hormones make us crazy. I will not
Oh, yeah, that's very
disagree
true.
with that.
And, yeah, that's a good point.
I think that's why I'm so chill though, because I don't make. I had a hysterectomy. I don't make those crazy hormones no more.
Oh, look at you! Look at you! I envy that.
My friend just
Last
had
thing ever.
Oh,
Huh?
my friend just had one of those. I told you about that, right?
they're hard, aren't they? They're big,
Well,
long.
yeah, but didn't she
recovery
get like
time.
an infection or something? I can't remember what you said.
I don't know what it was. Something happened, and it didn't. I don't know, but
No.
it was a sad story because they had like Irish twins. They had these two beautiful boys, and whatever.
Yeah.
And they're they got a nice family. They're nice people. Everything is nice about them. I really enjoy having them in my life. Right. I enjoy them so much that I don't bother them anymore. So I get a phone call, and I'm really tight with this guy's wife. Like she's my friend. That's how I know him, through her. And she calls me up. She's like, Dave. She's like, we had a scare. I'm like, what's the scare? She's like, I thought I was pregnant. I was like,
Right.
really? She goes, Dave, I can't. We weren't planning on the other kid. If we have another kid, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. She's working. He works. He works like fucking like weird hours, like overtime.
Yeah.
So they have a big discussion, and he's like, fine, I'll get a vasectomy. Right?
There you go.
Like it was a big deal for them.
Mm.
And the doctor even told them, listen, if you want more kids, you can always, it's reversible, but you gotta think about it every year. It gets less and less chance of you actually be able to have kids, if whatever. So this was always an option for them. He gets it done, and about like maybe 6 months later, just get a hysterectomy.
They're tough to have those, I've heard.
And it's like,
Yeah.
Oh wow.
so, you know what? They got two beautiful boys. They got a nice family.
They have everything, so yeah.
Just, you know, I mean, Leo, you're my age, right?
Yeah.
You don't want any more kids, right?
No. No, you know, if, in retrospect, like if I could back it up, I would have tried to have one more years ago. But now, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I get that.
Gracie, would you have my child if I asked you to have my child, Gracie?
If we were together, yeah. Well,
Yeah, see?
there you go. And I'd even let you cheat on you. And
Oh my God. How many
and-
times,
Oh my
Gracie?
gosh.
How many times?
As many as you want, as long as you don't tell me about it. I think that's fair. Is that not fair? I think that's fair.
Oh my God.
And
Wow, crazy.
don't worry, I don't have other hens henning around me and saying, "Oh, who was he talking to?" I'm not like that. That's one thing you can say about me is I don't have hens. I love that word that you used, hens. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Gracie, how long's it been since you've been in like a
Ooh,
relationship,
there's
like a
question.
serious relationship, though?
Oh God. I'd say 2 years. Round about that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
chased this last guy. I was seeing somebody and I chased him away.
Oh well, you know that happens too. That happens.
Yeah.
That happens.
He's a sweet guy, but you know,
Yeah.
I'm very sarcastic and I don't think he could
Ditto.
handle that.
Same here. Yeah.
Yeah, like I joke around a lot, and there are men that they're sensitive about certain things, and I have a big mouth sometimes, so
Oh, who doesn't? Who doesn't have a big mouth?
yeah.
I think it's normal to have a big mouth, you know, up to a point.
Yeah, well, I'm just a blunt person. I don't like, you know, I'm not like I said, I don't make that estrogen or anything anymore, and I don't know if that plays into this, but I have less emotion now that I'm older, and I'm just like straight to the facts. You know, let's, you know,
Well, I think you got
say
to
what
be,
you
haven't
mean what you say.
That if you say
I don't
what
want to
you
play no
mean,
fucking games.
Yeah. We're too old for all that playing game stuff. I'm just too old now.
Well, I'm not even going to use that expression though, that we're too old, because I don't feel old, but I think I've matured enough to be through that. Like when you go through like a long relationship like I did, you know what you need to do in a relationship to keep it, you know, to sustain that relationship. I know what needs to be done.
I mean,
so I don't want to mess around with all that other bullshit.
Well, let me ask you ladies a question. Okay. If you had a husband or a boyfriend at your ages, right? You guys are basically similar in age. Would you like say? I'm sorry. If the guy was like, "Listen, I need sex every day. I need it every day whenever I want it." Blah blah blah. And you would say, "Well, I'm going to cut a deal with you." Would you do that? Like you maybe do it 3 times a week or?
Well, it'd probably be.
I would give him sex every day. I mean, I would, if I was with somebody, I would give him sex every day because it's great exercise for one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's very true.
And you're both getting play. I mean, unless I was like ill, you know, like not feeling good, I would give him the sex.
Yeah, because if you love each other and you're married, or you're not married and you love each other, then sex is an important part of the.
Right. You know, I mean, as long as it's not like, honey, let's go back here behind the tree while we're at church or something.
No, I'm talking like, listen, we're gonna go out today. Let me bang you out. All right, let me bang you out before we go. Oh, you want to wait till we get home? No, we'll do it after we get home too.
Yeah, I think that's natural though in a relationship. I think like. If you enjoy each other like that, I mean, even if it's just, I don't know. I mean, you kind of take all the emotion out of it, but I mean, I don't know. I would give it to him. If my ex-husband was like that, I wish he was more like that.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about emotion. Like, I'm not even talking about like.
Right, you're just talking about. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just talking about satisfying your husband or your boyfriend's needs, and this is the thing. This is the thing. You don't want your husband or boyfriend to cheat on you, and he's gonna go out without you. Fuck him blow him before he goes out. Fuck him before he goes out.
Right, and
Exactly.
especially if he's, yeah, right, Grace, like, especially if
get
he's
that.
asking for it and you're turning him down all the
Yes.
time.
Yeah,
Yes,
there you
yes.
go. There's another thing. Don't turn your man down because one day he's going to walk. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, if you have to understand, especially like when you go into a relationship with somebody,
Yeah.
if they're very sexually active, you cannot cut them off
No,
like
because
that.
they're not
I mean,
gonna
I
get
get
that.
it that they shouldn't cheat, and most men don't. You know, I would hope that they
Mhm.
don't. But if they do, I mean, I would almost expect it. Like if they're not
Mhm.
getting it.
Like,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question. How hard is it just to lay there? This was my question to a lot of women, and because I don't get it. I asked Seasons about it, and Seasons like, well, listen, when you're a girl, you have to like, you put
Yeah.
on makeup, you do, you have your hair done, whatever, you get,
Yeah.
it takes a while for you to get ready,
Mhm.
and for someone to be like, all right, let's fuck, they're kind of like you're messing all that up, and then you got to redo it. That's the only argument I've
Wait,
really heard that. Yeah.
So, sh- hmm. So she has to be her hair done and make, and I'm not picking at Seasons, but is that what she's saying? Like before she would have
No,
sex,
no, no,
that
no,
she
no,
would
no,
have
no,
to.
no, no, no,
Okay.
no. She's saying
Oh.
like, for instance, let's say we were about to go out, right? And I was like, oh,
Mhm.
I need fucking sex. She's saying that instead of her like taking all of her stuff off, doing the whole thing, just bending over,
I get you.
she's
I
saying
get you.
I just rather blow you and then that be it, or just not have sex at
Oh,
all
you
and wait
gotta,
until later.
you gotta go the whole way. If you're gonna go the
Well,
whole
I mean,
way,
I
Yeah.
think
go the
that's.
way.
I mean, I think that's compromising, though. I mean,
Mm,
Yeah.
true.
yeah, I don't know. I guess it would depend on the situation. I
It
understand what
just
she's
depends.
saying. Like if
Depends
you're,
on the
if
people. Yeah.
Krista's saying that some people get bored with it. Okay, maybe
Really?
you, Krista. But again, all you gotta do is just bend over and take it. That's it.
Bend over and take
What's the
it.
big deal?
I mean, literally, I mean, if you can work, like if your man is quick too, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't see the big deal with it. Like I've had sex
Yeah.
and my makeup and hair was still intact.
Mhm.
You
Well,
know,
here's the thing. I'm the type of guy, okay, that needs. I need you to like, I need you to punch it. I need you to fucking, crank on it. All it's kind of like a, a complicated thing with me. I don't want it to be complicated. But that's
wait,
Yeah.
what? Like, okay,
Yeah,
so
like
you would need you would need response from the other person, right?
Yeah.
I need you to
Oh,
choke on it. I need you to be choked. I need you to like fucking almost pass out. You know what I mean?
Well,
Okay, well then I
I'm
would
up for that.
understand how people would turn you down,
Yeah.
or women.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Who would turn that down? No.
Like I want to beat you half to death
I don't want
before
to
we
beat
go out to
anyone.
the movies.
I don't want to beat anyone. So Seasons, as I told you guys, Seasons is like the best oral I've ever had. She's very good at it. All right.
Mhm.
She makes me feel like a real man. Again, I could ask for it and she'd be like, "Yep." And she does it. She does it and then she goes right back to whatever she's doing. She does a fabulous job. But there's certain
go.
things that she needs to do and she knows what I'm talking about. She knows what I'm talking about. She needs to do the gag. She needs to do the pulling, the
sex
tugging.
slave. Yeah. Sex slave.
But she doesn't want to do it.
No, she does. Well, it's not that she doesn't want. It's just again, it's like you have to do this to get to. You have to go to A to B to get to B. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Like so, for us to go here, this has got to happen. So it's
Okay,
either you take off your clothes, bend over, or you just start sucking. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it would just depend on the situation. I understand her point, and I understand yours as well, but I think it just depends.
That's very diplomatically put because I was thinking the same thing. It just depends
Yeah.
on the people.
It would just
Now,
depend.
what do you guys think about this upcoming blow bang that I'm doing with Seasons in the summer?
Oh, I didn't know about this. Can I?
Me
What's a
neither.
blow
Yeah.
bang?
It's basically a girl blowing a bunch of guys at the same time. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be cocaine. There's going to be alcohol.
Oh wait, I think I
It's gonna-
did hear you talking
Really?
about there was something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who? Wait, you're doing this with Season, so she's gonna blow who?
I don't know. I told her she's got to find these dudes, whatever, because she doesn't want me picking them out. She's like, I got to pick them out. I'm like, okay, Seasons, whatever. And I'm like, where are we going to do it? She's like, a seedy motel. A seedy motel. That's where we're gonna-
Yeah, you gotta be.
Ooh,
in a
she's
seedy motel.
dangerous.
Yeah.
She's dangerous.
She's awesome like that. She'll make my wildest fantasies come true.
Sounds like
Yeah.
it. Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There you go.
She's very into pleasing. This is why this is the girl I love. This is the girl I'm probably gonna marry. You know, and I asked her about because now I'm into you ever watched Blacked on
No.
Pornhub?
No.
If you check out
No.
Black, yeah, if you check out Black, it's just basically white girls that get gangbanged by black dudes.
Oh.
And that's I'm trying to talk her into that, and she's all for it, but I don't know.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Wow, Seasons is
It's
an
gonna be great.
amazing woman.
yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. They don't make girls like that anymore.
No.
Well,
No, they do not.
All right, listen, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go into the store. I gotta buy some tobacco. Be right
All
back.
right.
There you go.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
I did not know that.
No, kudos to her. I can't do that shit anymore. I'm too old.
You need the energy.
I was talking to a friend of mine. I'm like, I did the career thing. I did the family thing. I'm like right now, like working on this domestic
thing.
Yeah, like I like the cooking, I like the baking, I like being a mom.
I get
know?
that. That's nice. Yeah.
I didn't get to do that, and I
can't get
just
any
enjoy
better
it
than
so
that,
much.
really.
Yeah, I enjoy just watching my kid grow up.
Yeah, and it's special because they're not going to be, they're not going to be kids forever, and you've got to be around for them. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I went to a movie last night with her, and I just had the best time. It was great,
Oh.
and I just enjoy it. I just, what sucks is that both my parents are gone, and my mom was really into cooking and baking, and I never got into it with her. I could have had a better relationship with her. But I think because she did do it.
Mine's been gone 2 years, and I miss her every day. Even just for like a hug, something simple like that. I just really miss that.
Yeah.
And
mine's been gone about 3 years. Yeah, I miss her wisdom, and I miss her spunk. Like how she went out was so wrong for her. I mean, she was the strongest person I knew, and cancer took her into the last 2 weeks of her. Yeah, the last 2 weeks of her life, she was like reduced to nothing, and she didn't even look like her.
Yeah, my mum, she looked like she was so thin. She looked like like the Jewish the prisoners in the wall. She looks so
the Holocaust.
She just looked so thin and and it was really hard to watch.
Did she have cancer?
No, she had quite a few things wrong with her basically, but I think she just had rotten luck. I think, really, but
it's horrible.
Yeah,
I am so lost on what to do. I have both my parents' ashes. I don't know where to bury them.
Oh really? Oh wow,
because half their life was in Illinois, the other half their life was in Michigan. I know I'm going to bury them together.
Yeah, but where? Yeah. Oh yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's a tough one. Life never gets easier, does it?
No, I miss being a kid. Oh my God, I miss being a kid.
Me too. I keep saying that to my niece and nephew, and they're like 14, 15 now. So they're not really like little, but they're still little to me because,
Oh, that's like the best age. Well, that was like the best age for me.
Yeah.
My high school years. Oh, I loved my high school years.
Some people love high school, or some people hate it, don't they? There's like a fine line between the two.
Yeah, I loved them. and unfortunately, I was so dumb that I graduated my junior year, so I only went to high school for 3 years.
Right.
I should have went my senior
Oh, I
year.
see.
I would have
Yeah.
had so much fun. I miss so much.
Yeah.
I miss
What
so
did
much
you
not
miss?
going to my senior year, huh?
You didn't go to senior year of high school?
No, I graduated after my junior year.
Oh.
So, and then I went right to work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So I grew up so fast. Like my senior year could have been such a fuck off year for me, you know.
Yeah.
I liked high school. I mean, it was a place to to make plans, and you got to see these girls. I remember wanting to see a girl every day. There was just one girl that I always wanted to see.
Right?
bet you had a
Yeah, I
great
remember
time.
that too. Like wanting to see like that young love or the crushes or just hanging with your friends and doing.
Yeah.
You know, I loved high school. I loved it.
Well, that's good that you guys liked it. 'Cause I
You didn't like it, Grace?
No. No.
Maybe high school in the States was different. I don't know.
I probably
Oh,
would have
maybe.
liked. Yeah, I think it would have been okay in America, but yeah.
Well, what was high school like in the UK? I mean, what was it?
To be honest, it wasn't. I mean, it was kind of the only thing I really enjoyed was doing art classes. I think a lot of it was to do with the teachers as well. Not to
Yeah.
kind of make you interested in being there, But
Well,
yeah,
I
it was
think you
nice.
guys you were a lot stricter too,
Oh
right?
God, yeah.
Like you guys were very proper
Yeah.
in school, and
Very
we got
proper.
really laxed.
very proper.
I remember kids going to school in their fucking pajamas in the night.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did that at school.
Oh, all right. So it wasn't that different.
That was a very long time ago. Yeah.
Well, no, but I
Did you-
mean, like, I don't know. My school kids would stand up and punch a teacher in the face. I can't
Oh
see.
my God.
Yeah, I can't see like England, like schools over there,
no.
like those kids
Yeah,
doing
no,
that.
but we're getting bad on knives though. There's a huge increase in knife crime.
Oh, in schools
yeah.
too.
In schools too, yeah, they're actually starting now to have, when you go into an airport and you have that thing where they like scan you for like weapons and stuff.
Oh
They're
yeah, the
beginning-
metal detector.
I think they might start doing that here for that reason.
So
Mm.
this is one thing that I've been saying for a while. Like people in the United States believe that all these like school shootings and shit
Yeah.
just happen in the United States and whatever.
Oh no, no, that's not true.
So just a couple of weeks ago in Brazil, there was a school shooting. And
oh yeah,
I
it
look-
was. Yep.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it happens all over the world.
Yeah.
And the thing is that if you go look at like all the school shootings that happened in Brazil, it's like it dwarfs the United States. It like happens every day over
Wow.
there.
Wow. Oh, I didn't realize
know?
it was that frequent.
It's that bad, especially if you go into certain areas. It's like, kids have you go and I forgot what the fuck they're called, the Flava or something like that. Flocker, I forgot what the fuck they're called. But the kids there walking around the streets with guns,
Yeah, I can
robbing
imagine.
people.
Oh,
So
God. Don't go there then.
yeah, but I'm just saying, it's just you go to a bad area, that shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, now I think the reason why it's a big deal is because it's happening in nice areas. Sandy Hook was a nice area.
Yes, that's true. Yeah,
I was
happening
just in
everywhere.
Sandy Hook.
Mhm,
So it's
mhm.
not.
Mhm.
I think it's always been a problem, but for some reason recently, it just seems to have escalated. I mean, I could be wrong, but it just seems to get more frequent. All these kinds of things happening.
In the United States, the first
everywhere,
the first documented school shooting, and you can check this out. You can even Google it.
Oh, right, okay.
I think it happened in I want to say the early 1800s or maybe late
Oh, okay.
1700s.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of Indians that went into a school and shot up everyone in the school.
Ah, right.
So I mean that was the first school shooting in the United States. That was back in like the 1700s, 1800s. So
I've got this. I don't know if it's an old saying in England or if I've just made it up, but it's like weapons might change, but people don't. And I
Yeah.
always think of that when I think of that.
Yeah, I mean, like they just figure out ways to kill people faster.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, people are. It's sick
Yeah.
and disgusting, but at the end of the day, if you know that's going on, I mean, this is why I don't ever feel
Yeah.
like restricting anyone from protecting themselves.
Well, that's the
You
thing.
know?
I mean, if everybody in my everybody near me where I live, if everybody had a gun to protect ourselves, to protect our family, would we have a gun to protect ourselves? Well, of course you would. And that's, that's kind of the thing in America. People have it for protection as well.
When did they make it like when did they really come down on guns in the UK? Were you still like
I
were you a
have
kid,
no
or?
idea. I've got no idea. I'd have to look that up.
Because
I'm not
I never,
familiar.
my family, I don't remember anyone ever having a gun. I remember my brother Joe had a gun when we were kids.
Yeah.
I had a
Yeah.
22 when I was like 12, but like no one really had guns,
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know too much about guns, to be truthful. It's not something that I'm. The closest I get to a gun is probably watching an Al Pacino movie.
Yeah, I think that's
You know what I mean?
another thing. That's another thing. Before I started getting into guns, it was like this mythical creature that I didn't know anything about. You only see
Yeah.
them in movies, and you see terrible things, and
Yeah.
How old were you when you got into guns?
Yeah.
I think I got my first gun when I was 12 years old.
That's
Yeah, see, I still know nothing about guns.
No, me neither.
I have fired. I did own one. I have fired it, so I knew how to do that, but like I am completely uncomfortable around them.
I don't make fun of people who don't want to have guns. Like, I think that you don't want to have a gun, you shouldn't have a gun. I think the most dangerous people in the world are people that are forced to hold a gun, to shoot a gun. And the reason why I say this is because I saw it. I saw it multiple times. Like, men would take their wives or girlfriends down to the shooting range, and they would not want to be there. You could tell you can just see it on their fucking faces.
You could tell. Yeah.
And on how many times, like, they would shoot, they would scream, they would drop the gun. You know what I mean? Like, it's so bad. That's really dangerous. So I never, if you don't want it, that's fine, but don't restrict people from protecting themselves. You make these people out to be like murderers.
Yeah.
The reason why,
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't want one, but I don't have any problem with people owning guns.
Same here.
Yeah, I have no problem with it, because majority of them that do own guns are doing it, for them, for themselves. They're not gonna come fuck with you. They're not nuts.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. Do you feel more comfortable, like, let's say someone wanted a gun, and let's say it was your father, or your brother, or someone that you knew, right? I'm just saying, someone that you knew, and you knew was responsible. You wouldn't, whatever. Are you more comfortable with them having a gun, or a stranger?
Them.
Yeah.
This
is why I don't understand why people don't care that the cops have guns, or they don't care that the government has guns, or Germany has guns. You know what I mean? It boggles my mind. They care about some fucking hillbilly out in fucking West Virginia or the Carolinas owning 30-round magazines. Worried about some fucking toothless hillbilly wanting to buy a 30-round magazine for his AR-15, right? But you don't care about fucking Germany possessing fucking tanks and fucking missiles and fucking jet fighters. Like,
or
what
Korea
the
with
fuck?
the nuclear. Or Korea with the nuclear stuff. It's like,
that's actually a really good argument. That's a really good argument.
They really don't care.
Yeah.
And I've always said this, and Ice-T would back me up on this, because I've heard him say this too. He goes, "I'll get rid of my guns when you all give up your guns."
Yeah, that's a good point.
He goes, "Listen, if they made it illegal, everywhere. Governments couldn't
Everywhere.
have them. People couldn't have them. I would give up my guns. I don't want a world with guns. Right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I live in a world where people need to protect themselves. And
Yeah.
you know, you could say, well, you can carry a bat, you can carry mace, you can carry whatever. If that stuff really worked, and I'm not saying it doesn't work, but if it really worked and it was so efficient and whatever, the cops would be carrying guns and mace. I mean, bats and mace.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't work like that. The military would be fighting wars with fucking mace.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
Come over here, I'll spray you.
They might as well be.
Yeah.
Oh, I can just imagine a bunch of such soldiers running around with mace going, come on, can I spray you?
Well, I mean,
No.
maybe one day we'll evolve
Maybe.
to something like that. That'd be great. You
Yeah.
know, that'd be awesome. Just a giant game of tag, you know, and everyone fights fair or whatever. But that's not
Make sure
what
you
happens.
get them in the face. Yeah, make sure you get them in the face and the eyes. Yeah. No,
That's hilarious.
no comment.
Indoor ranges, they scare me. Yeah, they're very scary.
Yeah,
You're right,
I was just
Sarah.
thinking about that.
Yeah.
What do they line an indoor range with?
Our range that we had what they do now is different. They use tires now, but back in the day they used to use metal plates. And the reason why they use tires now is because the ammunition has evolved to the point where most guns can shoot plus Ps. The bullets are faster, blah blah blah, and they can actually destroy like metal plates a lot easier. But back when I was doing it, it was like people were shooting metal plates. It was a metal plate on an angle. It would and it had a trough on the bottom, and it would collect all the scraps, like all the lead and all the friggin' copper or whatever. So, but now they use tires.
So how does this
Oh.
tires work? If they're, because I was just gonna, after the tires get shot up enough, like, is anyone getting the bullets out of them tires? Or I mean, how does that work?
Well, then they take them down. They're just recycling tires. Yeah.
So they'll just remove. Okay, so I'm picturing probably something completely different, but
Yeah.
really, metal plates were easier to go through than a tire.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, I know nothing about guns,
Me
nothing.
neither.
Like I would
I
have
didn't
thought
know
that
No, me neither. Oh.
weird.
I mean, if you get a really thick plate, I mean, it's very
Yeah.
difficult to go through. But again, that's really expensive. I think they call it AR 500 or AR 300. I forget what the hell it was. But a small
That
little
actually
plate the
makes-
size of your chest is probably about
Wow.
$300.
Well,
Yeah, and that's actually like a really cool idea, actually, because with all the tires that just sit in the world,
yeah, that's
and now
true.
there's an actual use for them.
Mm.
Yeah.
All the wasteful shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's
We cover a
cool.
lot on the new Noodles show, don't we?
We're all over the place.
It's much more entertaining.
Yeah,
than
I
the
just
video.
since I know nothing about guns, and like Dave
neither.
does, and the people that come to his chat do,
Yeah.
I like listening to them talk and asking questions because I know nothing about guns. Nothing.
Same. Yeah, same. I'm a bit gun naive, I'm afraid, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah, we never had gun issues in our, like, never. I don't ever remember even like anybody threatening to bring a gun to school or anything.
Well, that's
Like
that's
guns
good.
didn't
Yeah.
even exist in my world as I grew up.
I know. I don't know. It seems to be more frequent now. Or is that because of like social media? Because you get to hear about it more? Do
You know,
think
I
that's the
kind of think
reason
that's what
why,
social
or-
media does,
Mm,
right? They take something, and the
Mm.
reason why everybody gets so up in arms about it is because it spreads like a wildfire, and they think it's
Yeah.
like it's
Tell
they're-
Sarah thank you.
I keep it in my pocket because it makes me think of her, and it tears me up. Shit, that's a quarter.
it's a quarter.
Oh, it's in my overcoat.
No, he left it in his overcoat, Sarah. But he's very thankful,
Aw.
Sarah.
I put it in my valet when I got home.
Hi, Doctor.
There it is.
Oh wow, there it is, Sarah. There it is. Wow. Wow.
That's one of those picks.
Yep, that's one of the picks.
Oh, that's what that is.
Keep going, bro.
How many weeks has it been?
What?
How many
Since
weeks?
I ordered it?
Yeah.
2.5.
Wow.
Hi,
Sent an
Krista.
email saying any compounding
Hi,
medications,
Krista.
big delay.
Oh my god.
It comes UPS. Now I just remembered.
Oh.
Then when I get my tax refund, I'm gonna get the Decker right away.
Yeah, Sarah. He's very Sarah. He's so happy that you got him that pick.
Oh,
He's so those picks.
that's very cool.
Delighted.
Yeah. You want to blow her a kiss or? Oh,
Oh,
Sarah gets a wink. Wow.
oh.
Gets a wink.
Just interested to see it.
Oh yeah. Where did you do
That's
that?
cute.
What?
Where did you do that this morning?
Did
Did you hear John have the full conversation with me while I was trying to piss this morning?
that him show you?
Something I forgot what it was,
He
but like,
updated me about it. Oh, he thought you were dead.
yeah. Oh no, that's what it was. He thought I was dead this morning, right?
And then
Oh.
he only wakes you up not out of considerations because you're gonna fuck up his schedule.
Yeah.
Which involves
Oh,
blow
okay.
drying himself like cold, and he goes after every morning after he does it, he goes, "Oh yeah."
I can imagine
Then
you just doing
He comes
that.
into my room last night. He comes into my room and he goes, "Hey, Mikey, I shaved." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And I wouldn't look at him because I just didn't want to get into it. And he goes,
That's
"Does it
funny.
look good?" And I started to stop what I was doing. I look at him. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I mean, you missed a couple spots." He goes, "How do you shave?" I'm like, "Well, I typically use a buzzer, and then on my cheeks and stuff, I use a straight razor." He goes, "Oh yeah, yeah, yours is better than mine." See, I love the mustache. What?
That sounds about right.
He's the worst. Yeah. Oh.
Everything he
How's he-
does, there's a scam attached to it. So he knew I was out of cigarettes and nicotine.
Right.
So he buys me L&M's at the supermarket, knowing they're like $7, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, "All right, I'll get you." I'm like, I'll get you back tomorrow." He goes, "You know what? Just give me a pack of Marlboro. They're shorties. You're like $11." And I was like, "Oh." So he's day trading nicotine
Yeah,
with his
yeah,
friend. Yeah. Scumbag.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So is there any plans for Johnny what to be moving out? Like, I mean, is he looking or?
He's gonna move out by hearse. I think it'll be the only way.
That's what it kind of sounds like. Like you got him
Yeah.
for life.
you know what? He when he came to me about this, it was, you know, he basically he made it sound like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go look for a place, but I need to live here until I can find a place." Supposedly he found many places, he
Yeah.
just won't move out.
And they're all $100 cheaper. than
Yeah.
what he pays you.
Yeah. So there's that. But anyway, guys, I just got home.
I shaved last night. What?
Yeah, I just got home and
We're gonna, we'll jump off.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go masturbate Seasons.
Oh, there you go. That
upcoming-
sounds like a plan.
Go have fun.
Get the
All right,
upcoming
later,
blowback.
guys.
All right, bye.
then.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.